Hey everyone, the greatest goblin that ever lived is here on behalf of Dark Avenger Inc. And I'm here with a special video. I'm going to review a tie-in miniseries concerning a big major story with the Ultimate Marvel Universe, and I'm talking about Cataclysm. I'm here to review the 3 issues of Cataclysm Ultimate Comics Spider-Man here. This is the 3-issue miniseries. I was finally able to sit down and read this, and I must say I was pleasantly surprised. This was actually a really good miniseries. Now, keep in mind, I have not, as I am filming this, I have not read the main story of Cataclysm, but after this, I'm probably going to have to. So be expecting a review of the main story of Cataclysm sometime in the future, as well as the miniseries tying in with the Ultimate X-Men. Trust me, those will come out as soon as I can get them done. But I'm here to review this Spider-Man 3-parter, in which I thought it was really good. I was thinking, how are they going to do Galactus in the Ultimate Universe with, Miles Morales? And with issue 1, it starts off very well. I mean, it's a slow build-up in issue 1. Jessica Drew is meeting with the Ultimates, the Ultimate Avengers, and S.H.I.E.L.D., wondering if she's still on the team, is she getting fired, is she going to have to quit, stuff like that. And it's in this book where Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man find out the truth behind Spider-Woman. In the Ultimate Universe, Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, is a genetic female clone of Peter Parker. And Tony gets a little chuckle out of this at first, but he's like astounded by how that's scientifically possible to clone a boy and get a girl, and it's funny, and it's like, you're Peter Parker? She's like, yeah, except I just have lady parts. And I thought that was kind of cute. But one of the main focuses of this mini-series altogether is just the heroes in general, particularly Cloak and Dagger and Bombshell. These characters really shined in this miniseries. I loved it. I loved the stuff with Bombshell. This character is really growing on me. I was skeptical about this kind of character at first. I mean, she wasn't a terrible character, but now she's really growing on me. I love her attitude. I love her drama. Her powers are pretty cool. This character could really go places if Marvel writes her properly. Cloak and Dagger shined very well. I thought they were presented very well with what they got, and we get to see more of Dagger's baggage more than Cloak's. Dagger's baggage is really, really heavy on the heart when you're reading this, especially when we find out about her in the next 2 issues. But also Miles is, coming back in the fray. He actually kind of wonders why he took a year off from being Spider-Man. After he put the costume back on, he confesses to us readers that he missed it. And after being in the costume for a few days after coming back, it's like he kind of questioned as to why he quit in the first place. We all know why he quit. But then he, may have possibly regretted quitting for a year because he missed the thrill of it and everything. And he's stopping a random crime, and of course the civilians are kind of pissed at him for some reason. But the cops, I loved this. The cops were just thankful. I mean, they were so thankful that he had come back as Spider-Man. It was incredible. I loved that plot twist. You would think the cops would be jealous that he's doing their job for it, but no. The cops are open in arms. They're even hugging the guy, saying, we're glad you're back. With you around, it makes our jobs a lot easier. I mean, that was such a good twist, because I usually see the exact opposite of that when it comes to Spider-Man and the cops. So that was really cool. And as we build up further and further toward the end of the issue, at the end of this issue, issue 1 is where we see the silhouette of Galactus looming over the city, and that's how the issue ends. Issue 2, we get to see more baggage from Cloak and Dagger, like I said, especially Dagger. turns out her family has completely left her. I know I'm spoiling the first 2 issues, but I kind of feel like I have to if I'm going to review the 3rd issue with this bunch. But Dagger's family has just up and left. We get to see where some of these characters were and what they were doing 2 years ago when the big flood was hitting everything. We got to see what Miles was doing. We got to see what Dagger was doing. And we really got to see what kind of a person her mother was. We get to see what kind of a... We got to see what Miles' father thinks of heroes and mutants and stuff like that. It was kind of odd, but good drama, good development for future storytelling. And then we cut back to what's going on now, and it turns out New Jersey is just gone. It's gone. It's almost like it's been erased by the way they're describing it in this story. And of course, we get the big ending, the big cliffhanger at the end of the 2nd issue with Miles unmasking in front of his father. And that's how the issue ends. I thought the 2nd issue was really good. We got a pretty damn good moment for Bombshell. I mean, Bombshell, there's something happens concerning her that I will not spoil, but it's a good moment for her. It's a good emotional moment for her, even though it is kind of up and quick like that. But the cliffhanger is Miles unmasking to his dad, and that's where we pick up into issue 3. Now, the spoilers are going to be a little less in this one. I will not spoil how Miles' father reacts to Miles unmasking. I will not spoil that. All I'm going to say is good writing. Good writing, very dramatic. I liked it. We get to see the heroes, Spider-Woman, Cloak and Dagger, and Bombshell helping with crowd control, basically helping people out, helping people get away, helping people to hospitals, helping the injured. It's basically crowd control, and I think it's very well written, very well done. You know, there was a period of time where, you know, Miles was trying to go around helping people, but he forgot to put his mask back on, and I'm sitting there reading this going, he didn't put his mask on, he didn't put his mask back on because, and I loved it, you know, the storyline makes us realize that, and Jessica, you know, Spider-Woman says, hey, put your mask back on. He's like, oh yeah. So he puts his mask back on, he's helping with the crowd control and everything. Yeah, and it's just more and more drama, just done very, very well. I'm trying my best not to spoil too much. But at the end of the issue, you know, they're stating that, you know, there might be a way to solve this and they're going to need Spider-Man's help, but there's also something that happens. Another very dramatic moment happens at the end of the issue that I'm not going to give away, but I'm just thinking to myself, whoa, nice. Where's this going to go? It says the story continues in Cataclysm issue number 4, which means I'm going to have to go back and find the first 3 or 4 issues. The first 3 issues of Cataclysm, the main story, and check up what's going on there. And all in all, I say this was a solid 3-part miniseries concerning, you know, Spider-Man, strictly Spider-Man's take on what's going on with Cataclysm. I thought it was very well told. Bendis did a fantastic job with the writing. The artwork was very solid. I loved it. I loved the page where Miles unmasked himself at the end of the 2nd issue. That was a great page, a great look. Good artwork, just the facial expressions just sold everything. It was really good. I loved it. I'd recommend giving this miniseries at least a read. I'm not going to tell you whether or not you should buy it, but I definitely think it's worth reading. So there's my review of Cataclysm Ultimate Spider-Man issues 1 through 3. I say give it a look. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. Please subscribe to this channel, Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, because God knows it needs a lot of love. It needs some support. It needs some subscribers, because these are good people, both on Inc. and Inc. Plus, who review these comic books for you, and they deserve a lot of support. Don't forget about my channels and everybody here on Inc. Plus. You know, the Mount Vernon Kid, Mark and Chloe from Fast Stack of Comics, JL Ghoul. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see y'all later.